I can't even imagine a scenario where my fiance would say to me, if I was really concerned with something going on with her 7-year-old daughter, who I consider, although we're not married yet, to be my stepdaughter, what do you even care? She's not even your daughter. Oh,
You're not her real dad.
you're not her real dad. Oh, piss me off. That would really, really hurt bad.
That's hitting below the belt.
So that's what this email here is all about. If you got some drama going on in your life and you want to share it with us for us to turn around, try to get you guys some advice, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Hey, Bert Show. Tyler here. Like most people that write y'all, I didn't think I'd be one of them. So I've been with my wife for 6 years now, and before we got together, she had a 1-year-old girl. Very similar to my situation. The father has nothing to do with her at all, and a year into our relationship, he signed over all rights to me and her mother.
However, that is different because her dad is a very much active part of Eliza's life.
Yeah. You're talking about in my scenario.
Yeah.
He has only called to check in on her maybe 3 or 4 times the whole time we've been married.
God, that's so heartbreaking.
It's unthinkable
I know.
in my world, right? So last Friday, I got off work early and thought that I would pick up our daughter from school and I would pick her up early. I didn't think anything of it because it's the end of the year and they aren't doing anything. So we went to the park and we went out to eat, little daddy-daughter time. Well, a few hours later, have gone by, and I get a call from my wife freaking out, saying our daughter didn't get off the bus. I told her that I picked her up early and that it slipped my mind to call her and tell her and that I'm sorry. She went off on me, saying that was irresponsible and that I should have told her, which she's right. Then she said the magic words, "You're not her real father. Don't take it upon yourself to do things with my daughter without my permission." And she hung up. Really hit me hard because to me, this is, capitals, my daughter. I dropped her off at home and left to go to my parents. She never called and said sorry. She didn't mean it or anything. She didn't call and say any of that. We didn't talk the whole weekend till I got home that Sunday. This past week, we've only said a handful of words to each other. Not a sorry or can we talk about it or anything. Now my question is, do y'all think she really thinks this? Was it a slip of the tongue and she now doesn't know what to say? Bert, I would love to know what you would have done if Tiffany would have said this to you. Anything would help. Signed, not a real father. Oh, bless your little heart. It's really hard for me to think of Tiffany saying this because I know she appreciates how engaged I am with Eliza. So let me try. Oh, man, I'd just be so hurt and so angry. But I also wouldn't go days without addressing it with her.
Yeah.
I would circle back and I would say, can we talk about what you said right there? And I know how it would go in my house. You'd go, man, I'm an idiot. I don't even know why I said that. I appreciate everything that you do for Eliza as a stepdad. Now, in this case here, I mean, he is pretty much the father here in this situation.
Because her real father's absent.
So if you're looking for me to say, would I be hurt? Tremendously. But I also think, bro, that you have extended this hurt by not bringing it up. You guys are in this like pissing match right now where I'm not going to say anything. She's not going to say anything. So it's just lingering here right now. And it clearly is driving a wedge between the two of you guys. And you have every right to say, we got to circle back with what you said because I am really hurt by that.
I would be furious if this happened, but however, I will say this. I always speak to how my dad, who I consider my dad, we don't use the term step at all. And I remember when I was younger and a moment like this kind of happened because they got into some kind of argument and my mom didn't necessarily say that, but she did say something to the extent of he's my son. And my dad felt like, what is that supposed to mean? He's not mine. And I remember it being really heated. And to this day, my mom is like so apologetic. It was a heated moment. She hated that she said it. And we got past it, and it's not even a thing today, so it happens.
I am a little concerned that there has been no remorse shown at all on her part.
I think
That's
she's
weird.
embarrassed. I think she's embarrassed, and I want to hope that in the moment, like, her daughter didn't get off the bus. So now she's in complete mom panic mode, thinking her daughter has been kidnapped, her daughter's gone missing, like, she's understandably freaking out, and she's in such a state of panic. And she is so emotionally distraught that when she does speak to him and she finds out she's okay, that was just an emotional outburst and she doesn't know what to say, but he does need to bring it up to her.
That and what you just said right there ends this entire thing.
Yeah.
And it's 100% plausible, and that would be a natural reaction.
Of course.
And it could be over. Davi?
For most mothers, if they're waiting for their kid to get off the bus and then you watch one kid jump off, two kids
Oh my
jump
God.
off, and then the doors close, he probably got the last call or the last text or the last conversation. Like, she turned into Jennifer Garner in that movie Peppermint real quick. For the fellas, Mel Gibson and Ransom.
Gotcha.
Like you're mama bear, so you got to get him back. And then like you're saying, she's been going about her business with no remorse. She probably doesn't even realize what she said and what was so bad. Because don't take it upon yourself to do things with my daughter without my permission. You're not her real father. So you want her real father to go kidnap her from school and not text you? No, she doesn't even realize she was just so hurt in the moment. She was acting out. And sometimes you just have to quietly be better and forgive somebody even when they're not sorry.
Now, for those of you that don't have kids, it's very similar to the panic that you have when you're waiting for your bags at the airport and they never come off the plane.
Exactly the same.
There's one bag after the next. It's the exact same.
Lost luggage and a lost
Exactly
child.
the same fear.
100% the same thing.
Jessica, good morning. You're on the Bert Show. Hey, Jessica.
Yeah, I'm just like, it really pisses me off because there's just so many like absent fathers in this world that have nothing to do with their children. And she has a great husband who obviously loves that child very much. And she just, like, she doesn't realize how lucky she is. Yeah. And I don't think that he should say a word to her. She really needs to apologize to him.
Man, I just think sometimes we forget in marriages and relationships that we are a team here, man.
Yeah.
We are a team and we are doing this whole thing together. You got to bring this up.
There's no time for a piss and match when you got a child involved.
At all, right.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show for free. Just listen to The Bert Show podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.